Greetings to all our friends and families, and welcome to the 2025 Let's Go Greek Festival that is taking place on our grounds here at St. Ioannis the Forerunner Greek Orthodox Church, located on the corners of George and Purchase Streets, Parramatta, just by the banks of the Parramatta River. This wonderful, fun and fund-loving event brings together and showcases all the beautiful elements that help express the great richness, diversity and depth of our wonderful Greek culture that has Christ and Christianity at its very core. What would Greece be without the rhythm of Christianity that has set the pace and has regulated the lives and activities of our families and long line of ancestors? It is important, however, to remind ourselves that there has never been a time in the long history of Greece where Greeks have not been deeply religious and where religion has not played a key role in the life of Greeks and community. Religion, and especially Christianity, is the magic glue that brings and keeps good people together and is the foundation of strong families and life's true purpose. If the legendary Zeus of old were to release today two great eagles and instruct them to fly around the world in opposite directions in order to find where they meet in the center of the world, it would no doubt be above us here at Parramatta, because today the Let's Go Greek Festival represents the absolute epicenter of the Greek world, with everything on offer from food, drink, sweets, to music, to dance, to costumes, and to a community connection that enables all to be one and together at the same time. It is important to also appreciate and to understand that Greece's greatest export, from even in the ancient times, has always been its industrious people who bring their version of Greece to wherever they go and take root. It therefore comes as no surprise to anyone that the great Greek Diaspora of the world are represented in virtually every country of the world, and with them comes their beautiful and productive Greek culture and their love for life and contribution to that country, a rich and a generous culture that is foundational to a civilized world. My late Uncle George would always say to me that the Greeks have lovingly and generously given the world more than what the world can ever hope to repay, and we have given it with unconditional love and no attachment. Last year at the Let's Go Greek Festival, the Greek Consul General of Sydney, Yannis Malikourtis, addressed the huge gathering and said something quite profound that hit the proverbial nail on the head, which will stay with me forever. He said that we Greeks don't and can't assimilate into another culture. It is simply impossible for a true Greek to do so, and it is unreasonable for anyone to expect a true Greek to assimilate and relinquish their identity. Just like water and oil can't combine and dissolve into each other, so too it is impossible for a Greek to give up their culture and assume someone else's culture. Instead, what Greeks do is they integrate into cultures whilst maintaining their authenticity and absolute integrity of their own version of their Greek culture, which is varied, deep, and very rich. This integration has led the world to progress and has allowed the transfer of the freedoms, the values, and the lifestyle that have made Greece the timeless narrator of social norms and a safe harbour for social reflection and governance. As we see today here at this event and throughout Australia, there is no one single Greek culture. Just like in ancient times when Greece was an expression of 1,500 or so city-states who vigorously competed against each other to bring innovation and progress to many different areas of life, so too the Diaspora of Australia bring their own versions of Greece to the multi-dimensional tapestry that we have alive and well in this wonderful country that we live in. The thing that is special about our Greek culture is the diversity and differences that we have and how they work together and dovetail in a way to help create a self-fulfilling bond of embrace, cooperation, and collaboration that is inextricably intertwined, self-regulating, and unbreakable. Many have tried, but no one has ever succeeded in erasing Greece or the influences of Greekness from this world. We are here to stay, and the gift of Greekness for all to share and all to benefit. We Greeks have proven time and time again that we cannot be deleted, cannot be cancelled, nor defeated, because we are uncontainable. Our strength is our diversity and our differences, which actually define us. Greeks have endured the test of time, and we have endured great hardship through countless wars and have spread our footprint to all over the globe with the Hellenic fingerprint indelibly imprinted on all that is wonderful and productive within the civilized world. As the Ottomans learned, Greeks are simply uncontainable and like the mythical Hydra. When one tries to cut off one of our heads, sooner or later two more heads grow back in their place. We Greeks were born different from each other so that we can be different for each other. These differences are the colour that give us life and reflect our uniqueness. These differences reflect our different callings and are the gifts of God, the charismata, that enable us to serve God in a way that hopefully is God-pleasing and are an expression of love to both God and our neighbours. Today at this festival we see different costumes, different colours, different dance styles and different foods. These differences create value and find value to us Greeks because these differences are sources and are sourced in freedom. The freedom of expression and the love of one's family, their culture and the spirit of philokimo. These differences and acceptance of these differences are what the Christian life is all about. Today we are seeing children of third and fourth generations of Greek migrant families who are choosing to dance Greek and uphold their Greek culture, not because they have to, but because they want to. They actively choose to. The beauty of the Greek Diaspora is that we want to be Greek and are proud of our Greekness. It brings me to tears to watch these younger and older people dancing with such passion and pride, and to think that many of them may have not even travelled to Greece. But of course, Greece has certainly travelled to their hearts. I always say that you don't need to be born in Greece to be Greek, because from even in the ancient times, Greece has never ever been limited nor defined by some arbitrary geographical border that ebbs and flows over time and is designated by some third party. Greece has her own expression that is borderless and is reigned by the heart, and some of the greatest Greeks are Philhellenes. We all know that being Greek is a state of being, is a way of thinking, is a way of worshipping, and is a way of living and being connected that extends to wherever a Greek lives, worships, works, travels to, is born or dies, is buried or is memorialized. To put it really simply, wherever we are is where Greece is, and nobody can deny us this gift that we inherit through our choices and through our actions. A big thank you to all of those people who made this event possible. The sponsors, the countless selfless volunteers, the stalls and the visitors who came from all over Sydney. It's the buzz of community and connection that is what it's all about, and the organisers of this function have fine-tuned it over time to make it one of the premier events here in Sydney, and an event that attracts and captures the hearts of the next generations of Greeks and Philhellenes, who will hopefully carry on after this generation moves on. Hopefully, we will all be well and healthy to see each other again at next year's festival, and can't wait for further wonderful surprises. Bye for now.